right, so I'm Keith,
And I'm still Sean.
and this is Unfiltered. And today we're going to talk about customer service, or more or less the lack thereof.
The lack of is the key word.
Oh my God, it's just crazy how, like we talked about it here recently too, Sean. Probably right after COVID or right during COVID, how it's just gone to crap.
Yeah, the quality of the service that people are given in whatever level of business it is. It's just whether it's the medical field or some type of food service. It's just really gone down.
Or just any service. I honestly, I think across the board. I mean, we from the older generation. I'm not calling us old, but we kind of are.
Is it my white hair?
I think it is.
Oh, damn it. I should have wore a hat today to go with my green shirt to see if it goes.
Well, I'm hoping it's just a head.
Yeah, just the green screen.
Joy bought me a green screen for Father's Day, so I'm like, we're not like major editors by any sense at all, and you're going to see this because it's going to probably look a little crappy when it comes out, but I don't care. We're doing this for fun.
It's all in fun.
I was called Sean. It's like, hey, don't wear a green shirt.
And I wore my
like,
nicest
you never will.
green shirt today.
So I'm hoping it's just a head.
Floating head and some hands.
I'm praying.
And some hands. And some hands.
Anyway, but no, we come from the old school of, okay, so the customer's not always right, but the customer is right. And like if you go to a business, no matter what it is, like Sean said, whether it's a food business, whether it's a customer service business, whatever it is, usually you'd kind of go out of the way to help the customer. Okay, you have the rude customer every now and then, that just like, okay, get out. You have that 1%. But for the most part, you want to go above and beyond for that customer, make them feel appreciated because you want the customers to come back.
Right, just greet them half the time when you walk into
100%.
a business.
How many times you go into a business and like you say, hey, how you guys doing today or whatever? They're like, just kind of give you a look.
Yeah,
they
act like you're asking They act like you're asking them for money.
Yeah. Oh my gosh! Like my son just went out and he's just turned 20, so he's trying to do the adult thing and kind of go out on his own and do things. And he's been on our phone plan, ever since he's had a phone. So he's like, hey, I want to go out and do my own phone now and get my own plan. I'm like, okay, that's awesome. Had to get his number off of our account. He wanted to keep his own number. So he went down to the store. I'm not going to name the business. I don't want to get sued. And he walked in and we went online to get the number ported over so he could keep his own phone number. But he didn't want to do anything online because he didn't want to mess it up. He wanted to make sure he went down to the store and was in person doing it there so that he was doing everything correctly. And I'm like, okay, that's pretty adult of you to do that. So he walks in and the employee walks up and he tells him, hey, listen, this is what I've done. I haven't done anything yet, but I just want to make sure that I'm doing everything right. Can you guys help me transfer my number to a new phone? Oh, we don't do that here. We don't do that in the store.
Where do they do that at?
I'm not really sure. So my son's like, well, I understand that. Everything's done. I just want to put my number on this phone that I'm going to buy in your store. I've been a customer with you forever.
Spend money with you.
Yeah. And the guy's like, well, we don't do that in the store. You have to do it online. He's like, okay. He goes, oh, okay, I'll take care of that. And he goes, okay, so I want to start my own account and with my number. He goes, well, your number shows up on your parents' account, so it's not a new account. And there's nothing we can do for you. It just left him there.
Left you with no help, zero help.
I told my son, I'd be like, you know what, go F yourself. I'm taking my phone to another carrier, and I'm going to use business with them.
I'm actually surprised he didn't.
Yeah, I know. He doesn't have my same temperament.
I'm excited that he's off your plan now, so I can get on your plan.
We're going to put you on our plan.
Thank you. Things have been tough. I'm looking forward to being on your plan.
So, I mean, do you have any examples?
I could see it more in the, like me, for me, I see it more often than not in like the medical field where they go to a doctor's appointment and it'll say on the wall, like if your appointment's 11, it says if you're over 15 to 20 minutes or something of that sort, come up and let us know so we can make sure that the line keeps moving. Well, I can tell you more often than not, I sit there. So I'm the crabby old guy now, right? Hi, I'm here. I checked in. I'm a little early for my appointment. General and I've sat here. It's 25 minutes over my appointment, and the guy or gal that's working behind the desk acts like you've offended them, and like truly like you're asking to borrow money from them. And like I said, taking care of truly a customer, a client, a patient, those type of things. People don't care. They're not invested, and I think we lost a lot of it during the COVID times, right? With the lockdown. I think some of the youth that we see today, I'll say on the youth side, or even just the adult side, right? They stayed inside, locked down. lost some of their people skills,
Yeah.
the ability to communicate. And so for me, I see it that way, or, whether it's a repairman that tells you he's going to be at your house at a certain time, right? You're right. You get the window, the 4-hour window. Okay. Well, when the 5th and 6th hour comes by and you've been sitting there and, it's, especially if it's like a warranty deal, something you've paid for. So,
Well, it's funny you mentioned that because my dad had 2 companies recently back to back for pool repair. Set up appointments with them. Set up on a certain day. Hey, we're going to be here between these 2 hours. The first company, no call, no show.
oh, geez.
And I reached out to them, and they're like, "Well, the guy that was supposed to be there had the client before had an emergency, and he got stuck there working on that house." And I'm like, "Okay, I understand that. I respect that. I get that. Emergencies happen,
Yeah.
but a simple call or a text,
Yeah. Hey, let me
saying,
know.
"Hey, I'm not going to make
Not going to make
I've
it.
been- okay." So then we went to another company, and they're supposed to be out on a Monday to work on my dad's pool. Monday comes all day, no call, no show. I reach out to them. Oh, we had car trouble. I'm like, okay, I get that. Things happen. I respect
Right,
that.
right.
But at least a text or a call or something.
Yeah, 'cause
There's
what-
nothing out there anymore.
What do they expect you to do? Just wait? Are they just
That's-
never going to show up?
That's the thing. I mean, you spend your time and your money, and your time is money.
Yeah, absolutely.
And you're waiting around all day for them to come and do something that you expect them to be there for.
I don't necessarily need a sense of urgency with folks, but like
No,
you said,
just
some
Reach out.
people skills, some
Yep.
some politeness, right? Some manners, right?
Yep.
Hey,
Because if you'd have done that to them,
oh,
then you'd probably have to pay, just like your doctor.
Yeah.
If you didn't show up to your doctor's appointment, you'd be billed like
get billed.
$150,
Oh,
right?
yeah, yeah.
100%. But
I
you
had
can
a
sit there-
doctor fire me as a patient. He recommended a procedure, which I'm like, no.
Right.
So, and it was a discussion, no joke. It was a discussion about a procedure, and I said, oh, hey, I think I'm going to hold tight on that. I'll let you know if I decide to go a different route. I got a formal letter in the mail.
I've never been fired.
I fired. Yeah, right. Are you surprised
You're
by this?
fired.
I got fired as a patient from a. I'm not going to tell you what kind of doctor it was. Not that doesn't matter. But truly, like you can't accept like you said. If I didn't book anything. I didn't book anything.
Yeah.
But none of your people called me to say like, hey, hey, we understand. The doctor would like you to think about doing this. I would have said like, hey, I'm not at the time. Thanks. I'm good. But no, I get a basically a piss off letter in the mail telling me that I'm done. So which is fine. All right.
Yeah.
What are you going to do?
But, like I said, just to wrap this up, I think society has changed a lot. I think there's a lot of lazy people in this world now. A lot of people that just want to stay in their own lanes and don't want to be bothered with a lot of things. Like I said, I think COVID had a lot to do with that because people just felt comfortable being at home
Yeah.
and don't want to work anymore.
Right.
And when they do want to work, they hate it so much that they just want to just be left alone.
And maybe
So-
maybe we're just old timers, like right, and we're stuck in our ways. But like you said, no, it doesn't seem to be getting any better.
But it's about respect too, Sean.
Yeah, and
Like we talked about a couple of episodes before, it's about respect. Be respectful of people. It's so much easier just to be nice and say please and thank you and kind of go out of your way for somebody a little bit to make them feel respected
right.
than it is just to be a complete ass to somebody for no reason.
Well, so yeah, and everybody's got their different things going on in their life. I
100%.
get it, but yeah, no, but customer service, that's
Customer
something
service. So if you guys feel the same way as we do,
Yeah.
and I know you are out there and you do,
you've experienced it for sure.
leave a like, leave a share, leave a comment. We love to hear from you what your experiences are. If there's anything like ours, I know there are. I know there's a ton of people out there that feel the way we do. If you are in the customer service business, I know you have some horror stories. And I know there's some bad customers. Don't get us wrong. There are some very
yeah.
bad customers out there.
I'm sure I've been a bad customer
I,
at times.
I
too.
know I have.
Yeah.
But I mean, it goes both ways. So, but that's our episode this week. Bad customer service. Just want to get that out. We had some, bad episodes that I just wanted to get off my chest. So
Well, I feel better. Do you feel better?
I feel better now. So we're all happy.
Well, good. Well, I'm Sean,
I'm still Keith.
and we're unfiltered.